Welcome to Thoroughbred Racing action here at Gulfstream Park on Breeders' Cup Saturday. We've got 11 races on the card, 2 turf stakes races. We'll send it upstairs to get the scratches and the changes.
Temperature currently 79 degrees, partly cloudy. The main track is listed fast. The turf course is listed firm for the 2 stakes races today. Again, race number 1 is off the turf. It will be 1 mile and 70 yards on Tapeta. Scratch number 9, Greg Cizé. And they're off and running in a perfect line. And Laguna Seca gets the first call, charges out from the center of the track to take the early lead. Melly Mel is showing speed as well, moves up into the second position. Against the rail, Gwenny the Butcher toward the inside, and out wide Smudge. Those are the top 4 as they race around the first turn. Then toward the inside, we have Hit Song. Outside of Hit Song is Without a Pout, about 5 or 6 lengths off the lead right now. Then we have Amoret, and further toward the back of the pack as we make their way toward the opening quarter and toward the quarter into the backstretch. Winning Streak toward the back of the pack, and the opening quarter time is in 23 and 4. So still up front here and showing the way by just about a length. It's Laguna Seca over Melly Mel in second. Gwenny the Butcher is a close-up third position right now. Still in the top 4 is Smudge as they race down the backstretch toward the half a mile. Then we come back. Up on the outside, Winning Streak making up some ground. Now Winning Streak up on the outside of Without a Pout. And then toward the inside, Hit Song. The halftime was in 48 and 4. Race out of the far turn and make their way toward the top of the stretch. And now it's a 3-prong battle for the lead. Laguna Seca between horses, Melly Mel out wide, and charging hard is Smudge, and Smudge is up to take the lead. Closing in from between horses, Without a Pout is showing some interest here. And on the outside, Winning Streak. They get set to turn for home. A lot of chances here. 3/4 in 112 and 4, and they straightened away. It's a short lead for Smudge. Charging on the outside is Winning Streak between horses, Without a Pout. Closing late on the outside, Amoret coming down to the wire. And it's Winning Streak taking a short lead. Still fighting on is Smudge. Winning Streak and Smudge to the wire, and Winning Streak gets it. Smudge holding second over Amoret, who closed well for that third position. 1:41 and 2 the time. And they're off and running in a very good line. XY Face, fastest away from the inside. And out in the center showing early speed is Grand Tower. As they make their way into the first turn, Lomachenko against the rail gets away in the third position. As they make their way around the turn and headed toward the backstretch. Out wide next is Moral Agency. Then we have Pirate Radio, followed by the trio. Lined up across the track, Chacharero to the outside. Also between horses there, Antillion, and against the rail, Rapscallion the Triller. Field is only covered by about 5.5 or 6 lengths at the opening quarter in 24 and 2. Down the backstretch they go as they make their way toward the half a mile, and XY Face is showing the way. On the outside, Grand Tower applying the pressure from that second position, with Moral Agency still up in the top 3, out wide from that third spot as they pass the half a mile and head for the far turn. They still battle for the lead here. XY Face it on the outside, Grand Tower there stride for stride. Moral Agency has the leaders in his sights on the outside from the third position. Then we have Lomachenko toward the inside, the half a mile in 48 and 2. Heading around the final turn toward the top of the stretch, and now Grand Tower has taken the lead at even money and opens up by 2, 2.5, 3 lengths. XY Face on the inside, then between horses, Moral Agency winding up from the back of the pack and closing in with good speed now is Rapscallion coming on. Then between horses, Chacharero, and they turn for home, and it's all Grand Tower, the one to catch here. Grand Tower has a 4-length lead coming into the final stages. On the outside, Rapscallion is moving into the second position. A big effort today from Moral Agency right now in third, down to the wire. Grand Tower as advertised to win it. Grand Tower won it by almost 4. Rapscallion was second. Then we had Moral Agency and Antillion to complete the superfecta. Time 1:41 flat.
3/4 in 1:12.1. Known Agenda is now on to take over the lead. It's Known Agenda for St. Elias Stable. Florida Derby winner, Known Agenda.
Whether you're new to the world of horse racing or a seasoned professional, we have something for everyone here at the National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame. From fine art to legendary artifacts, our mission is to preserve and promote the history of thoroughbred racing in America and honor the sport's most accomplished participants. Open year-round and located on Union Avenue, right across from Saratoga Racecourse, adding to the rich history surrounding the oldest racetrack in America. Visit racingmuseum.org.
They're off and running and a very good start, and it's Sizzle from the inside who showed some early speed. Judge Judith is up on the tempo here early, and Judge Judith is on the outside to battle for the lead with Sizzle, as then it's Plain Champagne and Don't Mess with Tess. As they race around the first turn, Sweet Sweet Fantasy up into the top 4 now as they swing around the turn. And now it's Sweet Sweet Fantasy all the way up into second as Judge Judith has taken command. Sweet Sweet Fantasy on the outside, second. Sizzle toward the rail in third. Now on the outside, Plain Champagne views it from fourth. And we come back to Rachel's Song and further back to Confer. And Don't Mess with Tess is the trailer. About 7 lengths or so covering the field. The opening quarter was 25-1, so no particular hurry out there right now. On the lead by about 2.5 lengths is Judge Judith. Judge Judith at 25-1 on the board, continues to show the way as they aim for the far turn. She's got the lead now by about 3.5, 4 lengths over Sweet Sweet Fantasy in the second position. And then toward the inside, Sizzle is running in third. Plain Champagne still in the top 4. The halftime was in 49-1. They swing around the far turn. Judge Judith trying to hold court all the way here. Still has the lead by more than 3 lengths toward the inside. Sizzle starting to close in from the second position now. And Sweet Sweet Fantasy on the outside is third. Out wide from fourth, Plain Champagne. Rachel's Song angling for Racing Room. Also tacking on from the back, Confer. And Don't Mess with Tess is not that far away. 3/4 time, 1:12-3. And now the situation has changed quite a bit here as on the inside, Rachel's Song has the lead, and on the outside, Plain Champagne is challenging as they come down the wire. It's Rachel's Song, and Joe Bravo in for a double. Rachel's Song delivers as the favorite. Plain Champagne was second. Then we had Sizzle and Don't Mess with Tess in a time of 1:43 flat. And they're off and running, and a great dispatch. And from the center, Tricky Tiger has speed. The favorite Bell Mountain right up on the early pace. And out wide, Fly Eric Fly into the top 3 as McGinnis hugs the rail toward the inside in the 4th position. They swing around the turn up on the outside. Moving up next is Never Say Never in that 5th spot. Down against the rail is Proton Spirit. Out wide as they round the turn. Also coming on is Il Siciliano. And they make their way past the opening quarter in 24 3/5 in the race down the backstretch. Tricky Tiger has come through along the inside to have a short lead here as they race down the backstretch. On the outside is Bell Mountain. And then 3 wide side is Fly Eric Fly out further. 4 wide is Never Say Never as they race past the half mile. So they're 4 across the track here, and they continue to battle for the top positions. The halftime is up in 48-3, and they head toward the far turn. A short lead now for Bell Mountain. Fly Eric Fly is going to turn up the pressure on the new leader, and out wide still, Never Say Never is closing in. Dropping back now is Tricky Tiger. Tacking on from the back, Il Siciliano. Also coming on, McGinnis. Then further back to Proton Proton Spirit as they round the turn. West Side tied, about 6 lengths off the lead. The trailer is Smooth and Easy. Three-quarter time was 1:12-2. Big battle for the lead as they turn for home. Bell Mountain has a short lead over Eric Fly on the outside in second. Tipping out wide, here comes Il Siciliano. Closing in, looks like a possible threat here. Bell Mountain has the lead. Il Siciliano is bearing down and now takes the lead in the shadow of the wire. Il Siciliano goes on to victory. Il Siciliano wins it with Sonny Leone over Bell Mountain second. Then Eric Fly third, and Proton Spirit was fourth, 142-4. And they're off and running in a perfect line, showing speed from the far outside. Divine Encounter toward the inside. Our Fortune Cookie. Those are the fastest two away. Between horses, Azure Lady gets away in the third position as they race down the backstretch in this opening furlong, and they battle for the lead. Our Fortune Cookie and Divine Encounter still between horses, Azure Lady. Then toward the inside, we have 3 Run Bolt up on the outside of that as they make their way onto the far turn. Now, Sanji from Cullum, who has the lead over Our Fortune Cookie. Then we come back to 3 Run Bolt, and on the outside, Azure Lady. As they round the turn further to the outside, Moonshining is now up into the 4th position. And then Azure Lady, and on the outside of that, Divine Encounter coming on as they come toward the top of the stretch. Further back to Moonlight Vision. Also further back in the field as they come for home on the outside then is Night Saber. And then Ave Phoenix in deep stretch now. Our Fortune Cookie putting in a big run here. And now Azure Lady coming after this one down to the wire. It's Our Fortune Cookie and Azure Lady to the wire. Very tight finish. Our Fortune Cookie and Azure Lady right together. Then it was Moonshining getting up for third. Time was 1:04-3. And they're off and running in a pretty good line. From between horses in the center, Indecisiveness is out to a short lead. Speed from the inside from Insurmountable as well. Those are the top two, with Sea God getting away in the third position. Then out wide next, Honor That Dude. Also with early speed, Bear Claw Necklace is right up toward the firing line as they race through this opening quarter mile, head for the far turn. And now from the inside, Insurmountable has taken a short lead from Indecisiveness. Out wide in third position is Sea God. Against the rail from fourth, Bear Claw Necklace. Out wide next, Honor That Dude. Then we come further back to Racing Driver, who's starting to get into the race. Further back to Fountain Run and Juan Colorado and Garincha. Race past the half a mile. Insurmountable has the lead by a half a length. Indecisiveness on the outside continues to challenge for the lead. Now it's 2 lengths back to Bear Claw Necklace, and winding up from fourth, Racing Driver. The half a mile time was 46-3, and they turned for home. Insurmountable has the lead here at 5-2, trying to chase down the leader at 11-1, Indecisiveness. And then on the far outside, we have Bear Claw Necklace and Racing Driver, but down to the wire, it's Insurmountable and Indecisiveness to decide it. Indecisiveness surging. Indecisiveness up in time to win it. Over Insurmountable second. It was tighter for third and fourth. Bear Claw Necklace and a late closing Sea God was right there at the wire as well. And that photo for third and fourth. Time was 1:18-2. They're in the gate. And they're off and running. A perfect start. From the inside, we have Speed from Sparkling Star and also Les Beaux. And from the outside, Swoonatra getting away toward the inside, Burn Away. And between horses, OK Fine as they race around the turn. Also up on the speed, Cindy Lou Who. And from the far outside, Boston Rose. They race around the turn and head for the backstretch, and Swoonatra swoops up to take the lead from Sparkling Star. Now it's Swoonatra on top by about 2 lengths. They complete the opening quarter in 23 seconds flat. Sparkling Star running in the second position. Cindy Lou Who up on the outside, now third, outside of Les Beaux in fourth. Then we have Boston Rose. Toward the inside is OK Fine. Further back to Towser and Burn Away as they continue down the backstretch. Further back to Fantasy Performer and Gilded Edge and Tape Runner. The half a mile up in 47 and 1, and it's still Swoonatra who has the speed and still has the lead. Out wide looking to close in now. Here comes Cindy Lou Who to challenge. Sparkling Star toward the inside is third between horses. Les Beaux out wide. Starting to tack on quickly. Boston Rose is coming on. They near the top of the home stretch, and it's a big battle here. Swoonatra and Cindy Lou Who stride for stride. Boston Rose looming large on the outside from third. Les Beaux is back to fourth. And coming on in the center of the track, Towser closing in from fifth. Looking for room between horses, OK Fine. And sweeping out wide as they come for home is Gilded Edge. In the stretch run on the inside, Swoonatra up on the outside. Here comes Boston Rose. Swoonatra, Boston Rose, Towser closing in. And up on the outside, Gilded Edge down to the wire. A cavalry charge to the finish with Burn Away also chiming in. Looked like it was Gilded Edge. Burn Away was closing between horses. Very tight finish all the way there in 1:42 and 4. And they're off and running. Picture perfect start. Speed from the outside from Gone Nuts. Gone Nuts goes out quickly to take the lead. Feast is there toward the inside in second. Solomon's Gold up on the outside in the third position early as they race through this opening furlong, headed to the opening quarter. Then we have Litigant toward the inside and Cross Haste. Further back in the field to Ragtime Blues, who's outside of Sovereign of Speed. Now they race onto the far turn after an opening quarter in 22 and 4, so a pretty good tempo out there. And the battle's up front. Solomon's Gold up on the outside of Gone Nuts. Those two are going at it. They're 2 lengths in front of Cross Haste, who moves into a clear third position right now and is 2 lengths in front of Litigant, who's a clear fourth. Then on the outside we have Ragtime Blues and then Feast toward the inside. The half a mile time going to be up here with Solomon's Gold with the lead. 46 seconds flat for the half. Solomon's Gold has the lead. Up on the outside, here comes Cross Haste. And back to third now is Gone Nuts. Coming into the final stages here. And it is Solomon's Gold and Amisael Jaramillo with the lead. Cross Haste giving chase, but it's going to be Solomon's Gold to win it. Cross Haste was second. Gone Nuts home third. And Ragtime Blues will be home in fourth in 1:11 and 1. And they're off and running. Very good start here. Naughty Rascal, one of the fastest away from the center. Tank from the inside now charges up, and Tank takes the lead from Naughty Rascal as they race into the first turn. And then in the center of the track, God With Us gets away in the third position. Out wide next is Bridal of Butterfly from 4th, and toward the inside, Super Sailor's into the top 5, now into the top 4 is Super Sailor. Out wide still, Bridal Butterfly next. Between horses, we have Mr. Squeaky Wheels. Then against the rail, Scarecrow. Between horses, Carconi and I Know, and the trailer is Formulate. The opening quarter was in 24-2. They race down the back stretch. Behind this 7-1 shot leader, Tank shows the way by about a length and a half. Naughty Rascal on the outside continues to apply some pressure from the second spot. Super Sailor is a close-up third. God With Us still between horses. Out wide is still Bridal a Butterfly. And still against the rail, moving up just a bit, Scarecrow is next. And between horses, we have Mr. Squeaky Wheels. Now, I Know, begins to get rolling from the back and is coming wide from about the 6th position. The halftime was in 49-2. The race around the far turn headed toward the top of the stretch. Tank has a short lead. On the outside, Naughty Rascal continues to pressure. And here on the outside, closing up from third is Bridal a Butterfly. Then toward the inside, we have Super Sailor. Then outside, closing up is Scarecrow. Coming into the final stages, a short lead now for Naughty Rascal. Fighting on is Tank. On the outside, here comes Scarecrow. And between horses, Bridal a Butterfly. Down to the wire, Naughty Rascal. Naughty Rascal and Miguel Vasquez to win it. Got tight there for second with Scarecrow and Tank right there. And home fourth was Bridal a Butterfly. 135 flat.
They're off.
Off and running for the late double. Fast away from the center, Backwoods Boogie. Backwoods Boogie showing plenty of early speed. In it for the love, also away quickly. Then up on the outside, Swan Lake, and further out, Bringer of Rain up into the top 4 as they race into the first turn. And then we have out wide Mamza, further to the outside, about 6 wide around the first turn, Castaño. As they race around the turn, headed for the opening quarter, Backwoods Boogie and Edgar Perez with command. Driving up on the outside, Swan Lake now in the second position, right there toward the inside. Uncle Armando is in third. Between horses from fourth, Bringer of Rain. And then out wide next, Mamza, still racing wide. In about the 6th position there, Castaño. The opening quarter was in 24-3. And we come back to the inside, In It for the Love, and then Daniel Sun. Further back, the trailers are Silent and Violent and Burning Man. Down the backstretch and passing the half-mile station, Backwoods Boogie still has the lead. Swan Lake on the outside. Backwoods Boogie, this 35-1 long shot, has the lead still by a neck here. The half a mile was in 48-4, and they bend on toward the far turn, and Swan Lake turns up the pressure from the outside and takes a short lead. Backwoods Boogie still trying to fight on. Advancing to the outside from third is Bringer of Rain. Back to fourth on the inside, Uncle Armando looking for room. Then we have In It for the Love angling out for position as well. And outside of that, Danielson, 3/4 in 112-2, and they turn for home, and Swan Lake has the lead by 2. Back to second now is Bringer of Rain on the inside, charging down the center, Uncle Armando. It's Swan Lake, and toward the inside, Bringer of Rain, and on the outside, Uncle Armando down to the wire. Swan Lake still has the lead. Uncle Armando surging on the outside. Swan Lake will win it. Swan Lake won it with Melvis Gonzalez. Second was Uncle Armando. Home third was Bringer of Rain, and then Silent and Violent. The time was 1:43-2. And they're off and running in the Showing Up Stakes. Fast away from the center, Elevated Game showing some speed further out wide and coming on quickly now. Silent Heart is up, and also from the far outside, Prevent. So Silent Heart and Prevent battle for the lead, and Prevent up on the outside has the lead. Silent Heart now second. But the outside from third is General Ledger with Elevated Game toward the inside in the fourth position as they swing around the turn. Then we have In a Jam next as they round the turn. Further back toward the inside, Adios Cole. Outside of Adios Cole is Freedom Principle. Then we come further back to Full Nelson and Goes the Clown and Your Man Alex and Benvolio at the back of the pack. Opening quarter 23-1, so a pretty good tempo out there so far. Prevent showing the way. Prevent and Edgar Zayas leading it by almost 2 lengths now with Silent Heart in the second position. The half a mile in 47-2. General Ledger still up into the top 3 and still right there toward the inside. Elevated Game definitely within range, as is In a Jam, who's only about 5 lengths off the lead. Then further back to the outside, we have Freedom Principle still outside of Adios Cole. Further back to Goes the Clown and Full Nelson. And then further back to Your Man Alex and Benvolio. The 3/4 in 1:11 flat. They come to the top of the stretch. Silent Heart has the lead. On the outside, here comes In a Jam in a hurry coming after this leader. Silent Heart, In a Jam on the outside is closing in. Then toward the inside, dropping back, Prevent. And coming on down the center of the track, Adios Cole. But this is all Silent Heart. Silent Heart very sharp here today in the Showing Up Stakes. Silent Heart draws away. In a Jam was second, and it was Adios Cole third, and Goes the Clown will complete the super. The time was 1:39-2.
That wraps up Saturday racing here at Gulfstream Park. When we're back with you tomorrow at a 12 o'clock post time, we got 11 races on a beautiful Sunday afternoon at Gulfstream Park.